All right, guys. Welcome back to another video here on the Plant Pair channel. I'm going to take you through my workout today, guys, and talk about a little something that's been on my mind. So today's workout, like all my workouts, was super simple. I just did some pull-ups, as you can see here, followed by some push-ups, jump squats, and then just a set each for triceps, biceps, and lateral raises. So pretty quick. As you can see, I'm not in my hallway here in my apartment trying to lift super heavy or bulk up and get huge anymore. I'm training for how I want to look and feel, which is just more of that athletic, relatively lean and capable body type. So that leads me to the topic I want to talk about. It's something I've been thinking about a lot lately and seeing a lot is people like going to the gym or training really hard, but then not really training right. And what I mean by that is like a mismatch between the goals someone says they have and then the way they actually train. So I see this all the time. People start going to the gym or have been going to the gym 5, 6, maybe 7 days a week, and doing that like that classic bodybuilder style split that they just think is like kind of the one and only way to resistance train, right? So Monday they hit chest and do a ton of sets, right? And then Tuesday's back, Wednesday's legs, Thursday's arms and shoulders, Friday they either rest or start repeating it, whatever it may be, that it's still that kind of like bodybuilder style split. But then like if you were to ask them what their goal is, they say something like, oh, I'm just trying to get in shape, or I want to tone up, or I want to be able to move better, feel more athletic, lose a bit of fat, all that stuff, like kind of like that. So it just, to me, their goal that they really want, like their physique goals or how they feel, doesn't match up to the type of training they're doing. And look, those are great goals to have. They really are. But the question is, does the training support those goals? Because, a bodybuilder split might be perfect for you, right? So if you're trying to build muscle in like a very specific area, trying to step on stage as a bodybuilder, or you're training for aesthetics in like a really calculated way, then yeah, but if you're trying to just feel better, move better, and look fit, look like you do some exercise, and you want to be able to take your shirt off at the beach or the pool or whatever, and have people look at you and be like, oh yeah, that guy works out and he looks nice and fit. Like if you just are wanting that, which to me I think a lot of people do, then maybe that style of training, like the bodybuilder style training, isn't helping you the way you think it is. So what I've learned over the years is that alignment is really everything. The goal should shape the plan, not the other way around. If you want to be more athletic, you probably should maybe do some full body movements, right? So you don't need to be doing a ton of isolation. Like if over half of your training is just isolation movements, like single joint movements, and like your goal is to like look and feel and be more athletic, that's probably not what you should be doing, right? Again, if you just really enjoy doing that, great, but just make sure that your training aligns with your goals, right? If you want to feel better in your body, you might benefit from more from like body weight exercises, right? Walking, mobility work, short focused workout just a few times a week, like those things are going to make you feel really good, and if you just want to stay in shape without burning out, you definitely might not need to be in the gym for 6-7 hours a week, like some people are. So this is exactly why I train like this now and have been for a while. My workouts are simple, with just consistent movements that I enjoy, just done a few times a week. That's what I'm doing currently. So I train 3 days a week currently, and I focus on movements that I can do pretty much anywhere, right? So pull-ups, push-ups, bodyweight squats, and then maybe throw in a few dumbbell isolation movements at the end, or to just round things off a little bit. But honestly, a lot of times I don't even do that. It's just mainly the full body, or not full body, but compound bodyweight exercises, like I said earlier. So that type of training keeps me strong, mobile, and relatively lean. Obviously, diet plays a big role too, but the type of training does support that. And it doesn't wreck my joints like heavy, back squat, barbell squats, and deadlifts, and rows and bench press. Those things take a toll on your body, at least mine for sure. So this type of training doesn't do that. And most importantly, it fits my actual goals and my lifestyle. So, let me ask you, does your training align with your goals? Or are you following someone else's plan for someone else's outcome? So you see people on Instagram and you're scrolling through and you see someone, training and doing a ton of volume and a ton of isolation exercises, bodybuilding workouts, and they're trying to step on a bodybuilding stage, right? And so, but a lot of people just start following those types of workouts when they don't want to step on a bodybuilding stage. So because at the end of the day, it's not about doing more, it's about doing what's right for you and your goals. So anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna let the video play the rest of the way here. As you can see here, I'm using the parallel bars to do some push-ups, and then I go into some jump squats here in the video. With the jump squats, most of the time it's like 3 sets of 20 to 30 reps or so, but oftentimes, like I did in my third and final set of the jump squats, I just try to jump a little higher with a little bit more force. So I might do like a set at 8 or 10 with these jump squats. So I do like to do some type of like plyometric lower body movement throughout the week, along with like the split squats and the goblet squats and things like that. I just feel like that is nice for my tendons and ligaments, especially since I'm still trying to do some running as well. I think that's beneficial. So yeah, and then again, like I alluded to earlier, just finished off with 1 set each of a tricep, a bicep, and a lateral raise. And that's it, guys. Super basic. It probably took me, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes or so. And that's with like setting up the camera to film in different spots and stuff. But a lot of times it can take me even less time than that. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please subscribe, hit that like button for me, and also leave a comment to let me know what your goals are and what kind of training you do to support those goals. So until next time, y'all.